Okay, here we go.
Were my day ones. Yeah, I ain't. So you don't remember? Fake hip-hop, emo rap, punk trap, that's trash. Stay in school, passing news, couches, and swagger jacket, pays for players. You should...
Let me... Can you guys hear that?
Locksmith is a true MC.
Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that.
Man, you want to stand up for this, man? A lot of artists have come and faltered.
If you guys can hear that, give me a thumbs up if you can hear this. If you guys can hear this, give me a thumbs up.
Make sure I'm in the shot.
Okay, so let me give you guys a story. So I was in New York, and so at this time I was working with a production company out in New York, and I was working with a production company out in New York. So I was working on my mixtape, The Green Box. So at this time I'm writing and recording The Green Box I just started, excuse me. I just signed a deal with a production company in New York. So we were gearing up to start working on The Green Box. So I don't think I was actually quite writing it, but I was in New York promoting Labyrinth. So I had a new project called Labyrinth. So I was in New York, I was shooting videos, I was preparing to start working on The Green Box, and I was promoting Labyrinth. So Sway, who I've known for years since I was a kid, because he's from the Bay Area, I would always come to New York. I would see he was at an event. I would go, when I was in New York, I would go to his event. He was like, yo, Lock, whenever you're in town, hit me up so you can come by the show. So I was like, okay. So I came into town. I hit him up. I was like, yo, and I had seen people doing the 5 Fingers of Death. I was like, yo, I would murder that shit. Like, he needs to let me get on there, right? And so I hit him up, but not even thinking we were going to do the 5. I was just like, yo, I'm in town. Maybe I just stop by the show, promote the project. So Sway's business partner, his manager at the time, she hits me up. It's like, hey, Lock, Sway says, can you come by the show tomorrow? And at this time, I'm in New York, but I'm not staying in New York. Well, I'm not staying in New York City. I'm staying in Westchester. So anybody who's familiar with NYC, I was staying up in Westchester because my boy had an apartment up there. So I would crash on his couch while I was in the city. So I'm crashing at. So basically, I would take the train every day to New York to work in New York, and then New York City, and then I would take the train, which is like 40 minutes, depending on the time of day, depending on how many stops the train makes. An hour and a half to 40 minutes. I would take the train back up to Westchester. So I had been in New York the whole day doing other stuff, recording, and then I got the call while I was at the train station. I'm at Grand Central Station. And I'm at Grand Central Station, and because I'm about to get on the Metro North that takes you up to, and she's like, "Hey, Lock," and it's really late at night, and they're like, "Hey, can you come tomorrow morning?" I'm like, "Yeah, but be ready to rap." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I'm like, "Fuck!" And by this time, I'm rushing. I had just rushed to Grand Central to get that last train to get up to Metro North, or else I have to sleep at the train station. So luckily, I got on the last train. Which comes at like 1 a.m. and then I got to get up early and come right back to NYC. So I was really tired. I didn't have that much time to prepare. But anyway, I take the train. I may have fell asleep on the train, but I'm thinking, I was like, yo, I got to get my bars ready. So the next morning I wake up bright and early. I take a cab to the train station from my boy's apartment, and I go into New York, and it's straight to it. And this is like the struggles that you go through when you really want to do this shit. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I would have slept in the train station that night. I don't care. But I remember just being on the train, just like, yo, I got to get focused. I got to get ready. This could be a big opportunity for me. So.
Viral. 5 Fingers of Death.
So 5 different beats.
5 different beats. You can do 5 different styles. Sway in the morning, DJ Wood on the 1s and 2s. Shade 4, 5 Fingers of Death.
Yeah.
I think this is a Mobb Deep beat. I knew I had heard this beat before. I was like, I think this was like a Mobb Deep beat, or I can't remember, baby.
Yo, check it out. Look, niggas sleeping on me and critics just overlook me. Finally let my talent speak and look at where it took me. People wrote me off for the simple fact that my region, Sylvia Rohn told me don't mention the Bay whenever you speaking.
That's a real fact. Like, so there was a point in time in the Bay Area music, like around 2006, I was taking meetings with executives, and one of them was with Sylvia Rhone, and they basically were like, yo, because the Bay Area wasn't hot at the time, and they were like, you know, if I was you, I wouldn't really mention the Bay Area, you know, in your rap. I'm like, why? You know, because basically the Bay Area had this like stigma. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, man, like, I'm from the Bay. Like, I got to speak on my environment. I got to speak, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is a real thing, you know?
It's nothing personal, it's nurseable. Use your versatile style and your words and flow as a purpose to breach the surface, so.
Yo, we got to go rewind some of these bars. Like, I don't even remember what the fuck I was thinking.
For the simple fact in my region, Sylvia Rhone told me
don't mention the Bay whenever you speaking.
And it's nothing personal, it's nurseable. Use your versatile.
And it's nothing personal, it's nurseable. Use your versatile. So it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's nurseable. So like we can help you with this. Like it's nothing personal. It's nurseable. Like we can change this. We can help you, nurse you to do something other than rep where you're from. It's kind of offensive. It's nothing personal. It's nurseable. Use your versatile. So be versatile, because I am versatile. Because a lot of people be like, yo, you don't sound like you from the Bay. So it's nothing personal. It's nurseable. Use your versatile style and your
words and flow as a purpose to breach the surface.
So use your style and your words and flow to breach the surface. So
I did what I did to make it acceptable to force feed you fucks and sprinkle sugar on these vegetables.
This actually, so I did what I did to make it acceptable and force feed you fucks and sprinkle sugar on these vegetables. So basically, you know, that's an old trick. Like a lot of like people, they probably don't do that, but back in the day, you know, older people, they would say like, you know, if you want to get their little kid to eat the vegetables or eat something they don't want to eat, you sprinkle a little sugar on it. And that way they'll eat it. You know what I mean? Because they want something sweet, but we want to get them in the habit of eating vegetables. So it's kind of like that mentally with like music. It's like you want to sprinkle some vegetables on this, some of these things that people may not want to digest, but you got to sprinkle some sugar on it to make it digestible for them.
Now it's digestible. Time to learn a crucial lesson. Most of the dudes you rap in death and when they scruples lessen. You know the usual texting.
Hold on, let's go back. There's so many bars in this shit.
Now it's digestible. Time to learn a crucial lesson. Most of the dudes you rap in death and when they scruples lessen. You know the.
Now this is just like sometimes I had situations with artists, producers, people in the past act like they down with you, but they scruples lessen, so they lose their integrity, they lose their scruples, and they do some foul shit in this business.
Texting, verbally abusive, reclusive haters manipulate favors and try to reduce your blessings, but hit
verbally, hold on.
Lesson. Most of the dudes you rap in death and when they scruples.
Most of the dudes you rap in death and when they scruples lessen.
You know the usual texting.
You know the usual texting, so they want to text you and apologize and shit like that.
Abusive, reclusive haters manipulate favors and try to reduce your
abusive haters manipulate favors and try to reduce your blessings. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like haters, like they'll try to say shit to get in your brain to knock you off your goal and your vision. And you got to just keep going. And that's why I've been doing this shit. Like no matter what situation, like I don't give a fuck if it's a pandemic. I'm gonna rap about the pandemic. I'm gonna rap about what's going on in the world. Like,
but here's a true confession. I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you dudes and dudes, whether it's food or soup injection.
Hold on, we gotta go back.
Lesson. Most of the dudes you rap in death and when they scruples lessen. You know the usual texting, verbally abusive, reclusive haters
manipulate favors and try to reduce your blessings.
But here's a true confession. I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you dudes.
I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you dudes. Hold on.
Verbally abusive, reclusive haters manipulate favors and try to reduce your blessings. But
here's a true confession.
I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you dudes and dudes, whether it's food or
I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you I'm through ingesting the foolish gestures the foolish gestures you dudes induce.
Objections. I see your true complexion clear to reduce your blessings, but here's a true confession. I'm through ingesting the foolish guessing you dudes induce, whether it's food or tube injections.
Whether it's food or tube injections. You know how they try to like force feed you, like feed you when you out of conscious through a tube. So I'm saying I'm through ingesting that bullshit y'all trying to feed me.
I see your true complexion clear to me and fear of me. You propagate hate to compensate for your insecurities.
You propagate hate to compensate for your insecurities. That's you. When somebody's hating on you, they're just reflecting their insecurities back at you.
Everything that you rap niggas appear to be, you content with this world, but it's nothing more than a sphere to me. You're content with this world, but it's nothing more than a sphere to me. Like you're so engulfed with this world,
But to me, it's just a sphere. It's just a fucking. Sometimes, man, your spirit is just on a higher plane. You got to embrace that. The physical world is just the physical world. Conspiracies and satiric seeds in the ears of these kids. So basically, like all this bullshit that's being planted into younger people's brains.
Planted by fear and greed is meant to make them pierce and bleed. But seriously, I'm a lion, you are dear to me. I'm never selling out. My lyricism is dear to me.
I'm a lion, you're a deer to me. I'm never selling out. My lyricism is dear to me. So deer, you know, a deer, a lion to a deer. Obviously, a lion will mangle a deer. And my lyricism is dear to me.
Dear bitch nigga, please stand clear.
Dear bitch nigga.
In the same lane and you don't
Move in the same gear of me.
I'm on a whole nother landscape. Go make you a dance tape. I can tell
Tell
you a man's fake by his handshake.
I can tell a man's fake by his handshake. You know, you can tell a nigga is fake by his handshake. So that was beat number 1. We about to get into beat number 2. If you guys feeling it so far, leave a fire emoji. Also, make a donation. Hit the link in the description. This is my Cash App right here. Show some love so we can keep on doing this. You guys are amazing. My album is almost done, man. Like the way you guys are showing so much love, it's like I'm getting so much work done. So thank you guys so much. Hit the link in the description. Make sure you show some love to the channel. This is my Cash App right here. We're going to keep it going, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. I'm going to take a little break for a second. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me shout out everybody. Shout out everybody who made a donation so far. Shout out to Sanchez, Melanated High Priestess. Truly appreciate you. Brown, Sean P, Cali Travels, Tyler Ecker, Daniel Morong, Rashawn, Cali Travels, man. Buck, big ups, man. Big ups to you guys. Big shout out to Tyler. Appreciate you. JC, what up, homie? But yeah, man, make sure you guys support the Cash App. Hit the link in the description. You cool with Fat Joe? Yeah, I am cool with Fat Joe. Yes, the Crook collab is coming on Tuesday. Make sure you guys, the video drops on Tuesday at 12 noon. Make sure you go to my channel, set a reminder. Make sure you hit the subscription. Make sure you hit the notification. Turn on your notifications so you'll know when the video comes out. Right now, you can pre-save it on Apple Music, Spotify, all that. Yeah, man. Advice for upcoming artists trying to blow up on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what blowing up. I don't know how to blow up on YouTube. I mean, I don't try to make music for YouTube. You know what I mean? I make music. I use YouTube as a platform. I don't really do like YouTube centric stuff. I do, you know what I mean? I just kind of make art based on how I want to make art. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get back to this breakdown. Like I said, once again, make sure you guys hit the link in the description. Hit the Cash App right here. Show some love. We're going to break down this.
Don't stop, Locksmith. Stop,
Yeah.
Locksmith.
I had no idea what this beat is.
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, you gonna bounce on them a little bit? Yeah.
Tidbit. Roll MC.
I'm riding, I'm getting it. My metaphors are so vivid. I eat MCs, delete weak MCs, and just beat MCs with my lyrics.
I eat MCs, delete weak MCs, and just beat MCs with my lyrics. That's just on some lyrical shit. Like the beat is kind of bouncy, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? You try to be smooth and keep the bounce. But I eat MCs, delete weak MCs, and just beat MCs with my lyrics.
Niggas sipping them spirits, too busy spitting them lyrics. I spit this here for my hemisphere, and I've been this here, and that's physics.
I spit this here for my hemisphere, and I've been this. Hold on, what did I say?
My metaphors are so vivid. I eat MCs, delete weak MCs, and
Just beat MCs with my lyrics. Y'all niggas sipping them spirits.
Too busy spitting
Them lyrics.
I spit this here for my hemisphere, and I've been this here, and that's physics.
I spit this here for my hemisphere, and I've been this here. Now that's physics. So, just playing with words. I spit this for my hemisphere. I've been this here for my and that's physics.
Lyrically illegible. Knock you off your pedestal. You be sucking dick for fame.
Your fate is inevitable.
You say that you
Reputable.
You pay to get records on board. Fucked around with Locksmith, now you lay in the medical ward.
I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. Fuck around with Locksmith and you lay in a medical ward. So, you know, you're going to be laid out on a stretcher or in somebody's morgue or somebody's hospital.
I gotta laugh at him.
I swear to God, Sway, I ain't mad at him.
The nerve of these niggas that
Think I jabbed at him.
they out they mind
Like the Mad Hatter. You know Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. I'm just talking shit, you know what I mean?
This rapper's like a bad bladder, urinal flow. You gotta check with me and Sway whenever you're in the O. A bitch get it down for me, that's a miracle, ho. Bald-headed bitch, I think you need some miracle grow. Right,
I'm just talking crazy. This is not just a real freestyle.
I like that you kept the flow going.
Yo, we gotta keep the flow going, you know?
Now this beat, so now when I listen to it now, when I was in the headphones, the beat, like I couldn't hear the what was it, the drums, the kick. I was just like, so I rapped, I was on beat, but I rapped to like the slower tempo of the beat instead of like the da-da-da, 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 you know what I mean? Like you'll see.
All right, let that roll.
Sway in the morning. Locksmith.
We don't
Okay. Man, this is a weird little beat right here.
speak flows, hit flows. This is what I rap when I did. It's like if I would have been really, if I could have heard the beat properly, I would have been like, I would have broke up the flow more.
Yeah.
But I rapped like faster.
Okay. Okay, look, here we go.
Got it?
I rapped to like the slower tempo of it.
Listen. I went from being doubted and outed as being less than peers that would appear to take credit for my success, but I outcasted, outlasted, outclassed the cynics, and I use my will and drive as a method to reach their limits. In the midst of a manslaughter, I pray. I don't want to be around all they say often is often. All niggas do is argue and I wait my time in the sun. Rhyming for none. So much pain, but I find what I've done. Fighting, climbing out of this bullshit's hard, but I found I done. I made it from the slum that I grew from. Opportunities knocking. Be prepared when it do come. You can say that I'm crazy. You can say that I'm foolish. You can say it's a blessing, depending on how you view it. But I made my mark. I put it down. Though haters, they would despise. Bitches, they used to diss me like, nigga, you smell like fries. Now they working at fries. Now I stay in the sky. All the shit that I've been through, just happy to be alive.
Hold on. I gotta go back. I don't even know what the fuck I was just going off.
So much pain, but I find what I've done. Fighting, climbing out of this bullshit's hard, but I found I done. I made it from the slum that I grew from. Opportunities knocking. Be prepared. From the slum that I grew from. Opportunities knocking. Be prepared when it do come. So just be prepared when those opportunities come. You can say that I'm crazy. You can say that I'm foolish. You can say it's a blessing, depending on how you view it. But I make my mark. I put it down. Though haters, they would despise. Bitches that used to diss me like, nigga, you smell like fries. Bitches that used to diss me like, nigga, you smell like fries. I don't know. That's from that old Dave Chappelle skit. Remember, they was like, nigga, you smell like fries. Now they working at Fries. So they used to tell me, oh, you smell like fries. Because even though I never really worked at McDonald's, but you know what I'm saying? Just like I did work jobs that I didn't want to work. And so girls like, you know, you try to talk to a girl like, oh, you smell like fries. But guess what? Now I'm following my dreams and you working at Fries. You know, Fries, the electronics store. You know, Fries, okay. They working at Fries. Now I stay in the sky. All the shit that I've been through, just happy to be alive.
Hold him down. He locked in.
Yo.
He got locked in. Sway in the morning, real MCs. 2 more beats to go. 5 more beats. Number 4, straight 4, 5. The album.
So that was 3 beats. So now we going to the last 2 beats, right? Yeah, that was 3 beats. So.
Check it out. Let's go. Come on. They say my complex lyrics is my Achilles, a major label cancer that's supposed to dance in the D-League.
They say my complex lyrics is my Achilles. Achilles, you know, your Achilles, like the thing that will hold you back, or the thing that's holding you back, or the thing that can destroy you. Like the same thing that's like can make you great can destroy you. That's your Achilles. The thing you depend on.
Listen, my complex lyrics is my Achilles, a major label cancer that's forced to dance in the D-League.
A major label cancer that's forced to dance in the D-League. So my lyricism is my Achilles, a major label cancer that's forced to dance in the D-League. So the major labels oftentimes will see a rapper that's lyrically gifted, or that's lyrically advanced. Oh, that can be something, instead of an asset, that can be a liability. That can be detrimental. You're for a major a cancer that's forced to dance in the D League. You know, the D League used to be called, now it's called the G League in NBA. So the minor leagues of basketball is called the G League, but it used to be called the D League. So I'm just saying, like, you can't play with the major people. You're too dope, like, lyrically, so you're forced to dance in the D League.
Believe a besiege, deep freeze of industry.
Hold on, we gotta go back. I'm going off.
Let's go. Come on.
Listen, my complex lyrics is my Achilles. A major label cancer that's supposed to dance in the D-League. Believe or leave as I lead the meat to a BC.
Believe or leave as I lead the meat to a BC. So believe me. So believe or leave as I lead the meek to a besieged. So let's go back and listen closely.
Album is Labyrinth.
Check it out. Listen.
Let's go. Come on.
Listen, my complex lyrics is my Achilles. A major label cancer that's supposed to dance in the D-League. Believe or leave as I lead the meek to a besiege. Deep freeze of industry insecurities.
So I'm a besieged, like we're about to besiege the industry, the insecurity in the industry.
We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast. Please don't.
We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics. Hold on. I got to go back and listen to it. I haven't listened to this in so long.
Leave or leave as I lead the meek to a besiege. Deep freeze of industry insecurities. We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast. Please don't expect the leash. If you beat the tree, then you sweep leap.
Don't expect. Damn, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying right here. Hold on, yo. I don't even remember. I'm spitting so much shit.
Siege, deep freeze of industry insecurities. We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast. Please don't expect the leash. If you beat the.
We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast, please. Feast, like feast, please. Like, hold on, I gotta know what the fuck I'm saying.
Siege, deep freeze of industry insecurities. We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast, please.
We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast, please. So that's what it is. We
freeze of industry insecurities. We breathe, eat, sleep, lyrics, and feast, please. Don't expect the leash. If you beat the tree, then you sweep leap.
Don't expect the leash. If you beat the tree, then you sweep. So don't expect the leash. That's just like some people tie a dog to a leash. If you beat the tree, then you sweep leaves. So if you beat that tree, the leaves are gonna fall. You're gonna have to sweep the leaves. So basically, every action has a consequence. So be prepared to deal with that shit.
Sweet Jesus, they leave us to these elite thieves, deceive us and mislead us and feed us, squeeze us till we bleed.
These elite thieves delete us and mislead us and squeeze us until we bleed. So basically, just talking about how the elite use the working class people and squeeze them until they bleed.
On the teats of our own nooses, buckle as we suckle and suck.
Hold on.
Don't expect the leash. If you beat the tree, then you sweep leaves. Sweet Jesus, they leave us to these elite thieves, deceive us and mislead us and feed us, squeeze us till we bleed. We teeth on the teats of our own nooses.
We teeth on the teats of our own nooses. So that's kind of a weird metaphor. So we teeth on the teats of our own. So we suckle from the breast of something that's hanging us at the same time. So we participate in a system that could be destroying us at the same time, but we fiend for it. We suck on the teat of the power teat. We suckle at the nipple of the power teat.
We suckle and suck from our own muses, mutant and ill-equipped with a Phillips tip to build a crypt, still and stiff. Put a price on your hood like a dealership.
Put a price on your hood like a dealership. So when car dealerships, they put a price on the hood of the car, but I'm saying put a price on your hood like your neighborhood. Like a dealership. So, put a hit out or like we about to destroy your neighborhood.
Bitch from a dude like an orange peel. Navigate my way through her cleft like Lauryn Hill.
Navigate my way through her cleft. So put a, hold on, let's go back.
On your hood like a dealership. Peel a bitch from a dude like an orange peel.
Peel a bitch from her dude like an orange peel. So basically I can steal your girl from you. I can peel her like an orange peel. While I navigate through her cleft. While I navigate through her cleft like Lauryn Hill. Because, I think at this time we just found out that Lauryn Hill and Wyclef had an affair. Nobody knew that. So navigate through her cleft like Warren Hill. Just playing with words and using, you know what I mean?
Get my way through her cleft like Lauryn Hill. No one feels you a threat until you bubble. So I'ma keep the faith and just make my way through the rubble.
Oh! Locksmith played this shit up to 5 figures of death. Sway in the morning, shade 4, 5, 26.
So that was 4 beats. That was 4 beats. So we about to get to the last one. I'm going to break down this last one. We're going to get to this last beat. So this is number 5. If you guys are feeling this, make sure you hit the link in the description. Donate to the Cash App. This is I Am Live. We're going to break down this last beat from the 5 Fingers of Death. I might have to do this again. You know what I'm saying? But, I like to just put on one beat. Let me just go crazy and just spit on this motherfucker. So yeah, hit the link in the description. This is my Cash App right here. We have PayPal in the description too. Show some love. You guys are amazing. Like literally, you guys are keeping this channel going. You're allowing me to grow. You're allowing the channel to grow. You guys are doing it. So thank you guys so much for showing love. Truly appreciate it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Shout out to Joshua, always showing love. Big up JP, appreciate it, man. JP, what up? What up, JP? Sean Maloney. Yeah, so we about to get into this last one. I'm over here looking at the Clippers and the Dallas Maverick game over here too at the same time. I want the Clippers to lose. But it looks like they're going to win. They're up by 13 points in the third quarter. Okay, we about to get into this last one. I don't know. There's a lot of time left. I mean, it does look like the Clippers. They not fucking around tonight. It does look like the Clippers are not fucking around. So look, we about to do this. Make sure you guys hit the link in the description. This is my Cash App. Show some love to the channel. Support the channel. Make a donation. I'm about to break down this last verse. Here we go.
Minutes past the top. Yo, last beat. Beat number 5.
Yo.
This is Shade 45.
Let's go ahead and do it then.
Marshall Mathers, listening? Let's go.
Quick to call it a classic and hopes to wow you. They throw around the term so much that it's lost its value.
Quick to call it a classic in the hopes to wow you. They throw around the term so much that it's lost its value. So people always saying, oh, yo, this is a classic. The first minute something come out, or they're like, yo, this is a classic. But they throw it around so much that the word classic loses its value.
Women and gimmicks I never bow to. So how you survive in this game where they don't allow you to be the person that you choose to be? It used to be the norm for a new musician to grow musically. So
basically I'm saying, like, when you try to do something different, or when you're trying to like elevate your game, sometimes people don't get that. They don't really see that. So it doesn't really allow you to grow, because you're being like forced by from outside people, like, no, you need to stick to this, you need to stick to that.
See, I'm using my views and the truth is fueling me. They stupidly accuse me of doing the crime to muting me. But I'm lyrically in the zone. How can I watch the throne? I'm busy building my own. How can I watch?
So I think this was around the time Watch the Throne came out. So I was like, how can I watch the throne when I'm busy building my own? Like, everybody was on Watch It. And I love Watch the Throne. You know what I mean? I even went to that concert when it came to the Bay Area. But everybody's like, oh, Watch the Throne. I'm like, yo, man, shit. Like, it motivates me. Like, I just want to get better. I'm not about to watch the throne when I'm busy building my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're doing. We're building our throne here. Like, sometimes it takes time to build this shit, but we're doing it.
How can I sit around and watch another nigga boast when you worship another person, you stunting your own growth?
How can I sit around and watch another nigga boast when you worship another person, you're stunting your own growth? Like, why would I worship somebody else? Like, that's stunting my growth. Yo, the Dallas Mavericks can't buy a bucket right now. All right.
My own. How can I sit around and watch another nigga boast when you worship another person?
You're stunting your own growth.
Was close to quitting. The focus is on restriction. I open myself up to an ocean of no restriction.
I open myself up to an ocean of no restrictions. Just a metaphor, like an ocean is, you know what I'm saying? When you open yourself up, when you expand your mind and you open yourself up to endless possibilities.
The sole conviction of folks is the sole decision why these niggas never grow, but I try to show them my vision.
So people stuck in their own conditions is why they never grow, but I try to show them my vision. I try to show them my vision. So, yeah, man, that's what it is. That's the breakdown for the for the Sway 5 Fingers of Death. That was a good one, man. That was a classic, man. I forgot, man. Sometimes watching these old freestyles, it's like, shout out to Amin. Ranoma, Amin, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Amin. Yeah, man. Do you think Sway could take Kanye? I don't even know what that means. Hold on, let me shout out everybody. Let me shout out everybody who's in. Let me talk.